Very well, let's now tilt the lens and focus on matters corruption. And for that, we cross over to Kilifi County, where my colleague Abdiaziz Hashim has been keeping tabs with the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission that has been hosting a public lecture at the Pwani University, and actually more to sensitize the Kenyan youth on integrity and their role in finding that elusive quest for ethical living and also good governance in the country. And they're also giving an update on corruption cases in the country. Let's first of all cross over to Kilifi County. Good afternoon, Abdiaziz. Kindly bring us up to speed with the latest from EACC.
Indeed, good afternoon to you. Coming to you live from Pwani University in Kilifi County, where this great institution is playing host to a discussions that are happening around matters of youth and integrity. And the bone of contention, or the million-dollar question that the youth are being asked, is that does integrity matter, especially in this current generation of the Generation Z? The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC CEO, that is Twalib Mbarak, as well as Nandi Governor, that is Stephen Sang, as well as Kilifi North Member of Parliament, that is Owen Baya, are currently having a closed-door discussions with the students as well as other key stakeholders who are in this particular meeting. Now, earlier on that we got preview to this particular discussions that were happening, it is touching upon matters of integrity and good governance. This boils down to what the Commission has been doing for the last few years or so during its tenure, and of course led by the EACC CEO, that is Twalib Mbarak. Now, the first of the issues that have been discussed here is the vulnerability among the youth, especially when it comes to unemployment. They are being exploited by politicians, by other unscrupulous people who are using them to either for their political gain or matters to do with drug abuse. You remember that the second lady, that is Pastor Dorcas Rigathi, was here at this particular institution talking about the drug menace, not just in the country, but especially here within the coastal region. That is also a discussion that the leaders who are before this great institutions and the students have been able to touch upon. Also, we were talking about issues that came before this particular panel. And of course, currently what is happening inside the university is a discussion session in touching upon these issues. Now, you do remember that the Ethics Commission launched its quarterly report, and over have been recommended to be charged. You do know that cases that were before that particular institution was the former governor of Kakamega, that is Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya, and also the Member of Parliament. But let's get to hear more from one of the directors from the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, who are currently having a discussion session here at the Pwani University. Thank you, KBC. You're live. Name your position within the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, and then finally, what are you doing here?
My name is Vincent Okongo. I'm the Director of Preventive Services of the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. Today we are having a public lecture at the Pwani University on the topic Youth and Governance, Does Integrity Matter? We are coming here to discuss with the youth the role they can play to promote integrity and anti-corruption, and where the gaps are, which we can fill collectively. In this lecture, we have with us a youthful governor, Governor Sandy. We also have the CEO, Bwana Twalib Mbarak. We also have the Vice Chancellor of Pwani University, as well as Kai, who is the group chief for TV. Corruption affects all aspects of our society. The youth are affected most. And the conversation is that the youth comprises 65% of our country. One of the things they need to do to promote elections is to vote with and elect leaders of integrity if they have to improve their life. Secondly, we are talking to the youth to reject vices of drug, betting, and so on, to address the problems that affect them on a day-to-day basis. We are telling the youth to work closely with their fellow students and lecturers, to shun exam cheating, and to avoid strikes. and to nurture leadership from where they are, so that tomorrow they can be leaders of and champion the country that we call Kenya. Because it lies with them.
Thank you much, sir. We're running out of time. Later, as we continue with this particular discussion, thank you so much. That will be carried on for the next few hours or so. We're also expecting a media briefing led by the Chief Executive Officer of EACC in just a few. But for now, I need to hand you over and we'll duly inform you in our subsequent bulletins.
Thank you, Abdi, for that comprehensive report there, and also engaging one of the directors of the EACC, where they're holding public sensitization forum for Kenyans and indeed for the youth on their role in sensitizing Kenyans to avoid graft. And a little bit later on, we will be getting a much comprehensive report from the EACC itself in regards to the corruption in the country and the cases themselves. But away from that, we now cross over to Kiambu, where the ongoing crackdown on illicit brew in Githunguri, Kiambu County, has elicited mixed reactions from the residents.